Friends forever, that's what we are. Through the thick and the thin, we're friendship stars. We're banger main buddies from the days of old. We laugh, crying, hug, friendship solid as gold. My so-called whatever started a year ago. We share our stories and your stories were told. 80s, 90s memories that give us glee. And on the block party shows and KOTB. Now our friendship circle has grown by far. Hashtag friends forever, that's what we all are. Boom. And if you don't know, now you know. My so-called whatever for life. Hashtag MSCW. Hashtag friends forever. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
oh my gosh.
We should do an intro.
Yeah, we'll intro.
The way we intro is I will, hi, this is Brooke. This is Nikki.
I'm Joey.
Yes. And this is my so-called whatever.
Yep. And then we'll go through our spiel.
You got it?
Yep. And then we'll bring you back. We'll bring you back in.
Understood.
Perfect.
All right.
Okay.
Hello.
he wants to, he does have a podcast and stuff like that. So he's dropping in, loving it, listening.
Hey, the more the merrier.
This is Brooke.
And this is Nikki.
And this is Joey.
And this is my so-called whatever.
Yes, we have Joey Fatone.
I'm so excited. For real.
Me too.
No, it's really him.
Like it's like real. Like
oh my God, really?
It's him.
Yes, she just poked me.
And
but I'm not gonna tell you where.
And I'll tell you what, you are our first one-on-one.
Really?
Like face to face.
It's always been on the phone.
You are the first one. It's always been on the phone.
Why?
Yeah. Because we live in Bangor, Maine.
We live in Bangor.
Nobody wants to go in Bangor.
Work and family. And,
right. And the people that we've interviewed are
Damn
either
you,
in LA
Bangor.
or,
Yeah. I mean, I would love to. Honestly, I've been having a great time here.
Yeah.
So it's been really good. Yeah. I think more people should come here.
Come back in the summer, though.
That's what everybody tells me, too.
Yeah.
Summer
this is kind of the meh. Like, this is
It's
not.
like a or a meh.
Meh.
It's a meh.
Yeah.
It's going to be meh.
Yeah. It's going to be meh.
It's not meh. It's going to be meh.
No. You're here at not quite the right time.
It's
all right. You know what?
Mud season.
It's all about timing, but I'm sure I will make it again another time. I'll come back.
Okay, good. Perfect. Good. Hit us up, and then we'll give you the tour.
Absolutely.
Of course. 100%.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, we'll take you to Stephen King's house.
Yes.
I haven't seen it yet. I know I was supposed to drive by. We didn't.
You have to go.
Son of a gun.
You have to. Yes, because we took. We
have to tell this story.
We have to.
Real quick. So there was this band that came to Bangor called Sync In, and
Okay.
they were an
Canadian
NSYNC tribute band.
Okay.
Yes.
Brooke and I
Oh my God,
are
I'd love to see
21,
that.
21 years old. No, we were like 20.
20.
Okay.
20 yeah.
Okay, we get
It
there.
was like 2000.
All 11-year-olds, and Brooke and I, like, here we go. Yeah.
Sink in.
Yeah, we can't
Like,
wait.
we're all
And
about
so the guys were like, hey, afterwards they came because we were
their age.
and they were like, oh,
And
we want to see Bangor or whatever.
Oh.
So Chris,
Chris.
the artist that Chris,
Gotcha.
in
Honestly,
quotation,
formerly known as Chris.
was like, let's hang out. Can you girls take me around town? And we're like, yeah,
Sure, why not?
We took him to I was living at my parents' house. Took him to my parents' house.
Went to her
That's
parents.
awesome.
We watched NSYNC in the Mix.
Okay,
We
that's
wa-
awesome.
It was amazing.
awesome.
We went to
'Cause
Stephen King's house.
He had never seen NSYNC in the Mix, and I'm like, oh, okay,
You're missing out.
here.
Like, how
I'm on my
can you
second
be?
copy.
How can
that's
you
hilarious.
be in Sink In and
When
have
I
not seen
in the
this?
mix. Oh
Yep.
my gosh.
Took him to Stephen King's house. He was blown away
He
because we
was.
took pictures, and he was so excited.
Does he write at the house? I don't even know.
I believe so.
Does
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah, he's done a lot of writing here, and because like
A lot of it is about
a lot
here.
of this is about
Right.
Bangor. Yeah, like
It's crazy though,
it's
right?
so crazy because sometimes he's explaining where the place is, and you know exactly
Where
'cause
for
it's
you
in
though,
Bangor,
well,
yeah.
Yeah.
you
I'm
live
like,
here.
Oh my gosh,
you know what I mean?
yeah, I know exactly where he's talking about.
It's cool.
So it's kind of neat, but it's kind of scary at the same time. So
It's a little freaky.
yeah, but
Nothing
he's
wrong
such
with
a
it.
nice man. He does so much for our community. Him
Yeah,
and
he
his wife.
does.
But that's
So,
fantastic though.
yeah.
It's good though. Of
Yeah.
course, know where you came from.
Yes, exactly. And we born raised, currently
raised.
reside for now
For now.
here.
For now. Yes,
Why?
for now.
You want to go somewhere else now or
Eventually,
I don't
because
know,
the
we'll see.
winters.
Oh, the winters are awful.
Yeah.
That's what I've been hearing.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's cold.
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
I don't like winter.
No. You hibernate basically just indoors.
Yeah, I don't do out.
Forget that
no,
shit.
I don't ski. I don't snowmobile.
Really?
I don't do that stuff. Oh, I've tried.
Sledding. That's about it.
See, I like that. I like
Yeah.
sledding. I
It's
snowboard
fun.
a little bit. I bust my ass many times.
Yeah.
I'm not a like amazing, but
So
We'll break it down to you.
go ahead.
We just like shoot the shit. That's all. That's what we do.
That's what we do as well.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it.
I enjoy your podcast
Thank
because
you.
of that.
And I've been hearing so much about your podcast. Seriously. I was telling all of them over there, I was like, listen, I said, I was getting bombarded from so many different social media people. But on top of that, I kept looking to see if it was the same person, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was different people every time. Like, oh, you see this clip that these girls made, blah, blah, blah. Oh, my God, what about this? And all of a sudden, a friend of mine's like, oh, I listened to them on their podcast. You should really, talk to them. I'm like, okay, well, I got to find out who these freaking ladies are.
Well, we started this back when we found out you were coming.
Right.
So we found out you were coming in like
Oh, it was a while
November.
ago. I don't know. It was.
So we started
ago.
talking about
Right.
it. We're like, Joey's coming to Bangor.
Right.
So put the word out. We want Joey Fatone.
People are yelling behind us if you heard that. Did you hear it in there?
Nope.
Oh, good.
No, it sounds really good.
Oh, perfect, because it's annoying the hell out of me, people yelling behind us.
Like I can hear it just a little bit, but we're more clear.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We've done it before. We've done
You
this
tested
before,
it out, right?
And it was awful.
Oh, really?
Oh, it was like all
Yeah.
you could hear
But
was like dishes.
these are what you can't use this kind of mic. You have to use these.
No, yeah.
That was exactly it.
We had this.
Yeah.
And it picked up
Oh,
the
everything.
dishes. It
Oh,
picked
everything.
up the conversation that somebody was having over at the other table. And I'm like, I can't edit because I edit everything. And it was driving me nuts. I couldn't.
I'm sorry.
All
right, so go ahead.
This is good.
No,
Okay.
This is great. I'm not listening, but I trust that it is great.
Yes.
I'm usually the one that listens, actually, when I record, when we do travel stuff.
Oh, yeah?
For
Yeah.
my podcast, yeah. For JoJo's like, oh, you know what you're doing? Because, yeah, my manager, Joe, does nothing like that. He's not technical in that sense. He'll never hook anything on that. He does this stuff. So I have to make sure I listen. Okay, everything's all right. Great channels. All right, we're good.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
So do you guys have somebody that edits your podcast or do you do it yourself?
Joe is actually the one that really kind of edits it, not on hand wise, but he will literally say, okay, at 133, you need to cut that and put that at 135. No, this is cut. He'll anally cut everything.
Yeah.
He really will. But we have somebody that does it, though,
Yeah.
in the sense of hands
It
on.
makes it a lot easier.
Do you guys do it hands on completely?
I do.
That's
She does
awesome,
all the
though.
editing.
But it's good though after a while, and when you get used to kind of doing this, you don't
Yeah.
have to edit anymore. There's no reason to, and that's why a lot of people like it raw. Understand there's gaps. People say 18 million
Right.
freaking times. Let's cut that
Exactly.
shit out. Understood.
It's hard for me because I have to edit it. Like I have to. I'm
Really,
like,
you're that like
I
that.
Yeah.
I
Why?
am.
Like what?
I don't know what
do
it
you
is.
have to
I'm a
edit out then?
I'm a perfectionist.
But
like,
what are you editing out?
Well,
We have the heater going in the background, and that drives me nuts. I have to edit that out.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah,
Shut
things
the
like
thing
that.
off for an hour. What the hell's the big deal?
It's
If it's
cold
that
here.
bad.
It's cold.
Oh,
here.
I know. Okay, wear jackets. Meaning you don't have to edit out though.
We have done that. We
Yeah,
have
we
done
have.
it where it's like so hot, it's hotter than hell, and we have no AC or anything, and we're just sweating, and we're like, because I don't want to edit up.
Yeah, because like Maine winters are cold and summers are hot.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Humid.
And
Yeah.
for this, okay, you got to give me the background story for this. So your podcast, you started how long ago though?
but a year and a half.
Year and a half.
I came up with a business plan because I had to sell her on it.
It didn't take much though, honestly. She thought it was going to be.
We've been friends since second grade.
Okay.
So we've taught.
I understand that kind of bond. I know people since kindergarten. Actually.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
It is crazy,
Yeah.
and not a lot of people. You're very lucky if you've got that.
Yep.
And we've
That's awesome.
just stuck it through.
Yeah.
So we knew that this could make or break our friendship.
Right.
too.
Oh.
I got this idea, and you're
Totally.
like, oh.
We might. We're going to be assholes to each other. You know what I mean?
It happens. Exactly.
because we're going to have to
As
do
you
it
should.
every week, and we've been great. It's actually made our friendship a lot stronger.
It really has because we can be honest with each other.
Yeah.
Well, it's weird, and it's funny you say that because as you're talking to people even though it's a microphone and we're talking to other people out there, we're really talking to each other.
Mm.
And that whole vibe of that whole thing makes it a lot more easier, I think, for people. And the same thing for me, a lot more, even when we do our podcast, where people are just like, oh my God, you're just so relaxed and you just say what the hell's on your mind. I'm like, yeah, because we're not thinking that specific. Or when we have somebody on the show or anything, you're not like, oh, so what are you up to today? You know, like, what are you promoting? And it's like, no, how are you like? What's your feelings? So, let's talk about a topic that, we can all agree upon or whatever the case may be, which is
Right.
awesome.
When I listen to you, I'm like, okay, this is yes.
And the thing is, and I think maybe the reason why I kind of somewhat get it in a sense is because I hear it all the time, and I'm sure you guys do too. I'm just saying, just radio shows in general, regular podcasts, whatever that may be. You hear all these different kind of things. You go, what do I really want to hear?
Right.
And it's like, I want to hear shooting the shit. I want the conversation to just go wherever the hell it goes. Let it lead where it leads to lead. Don't force it.
Yeah.
And that's what same thing what you guys are about. I'm about the same way.
Your podcast is the first one that I've listened to, though, that I feel like I'm talking back to you, like what people say to us. And I'm
Right.
because I just listened to the Johnny Damon
Yes.
episode before, and I had to pause it. And I was asking my husband because I'm going to tell you right now, and this is like tangent, but this is what we do. We
Right.
tangent. Johnny Damon broke my heart.
Really?
I was
Oh, when he moved?
I was a
Yeah.
huge Red Sox fan,
Oh, shit.
diehard Red Sox fan.
Right.
We all are.
And
And when he
when he left, I like stopped watching the Red Sox. I'm serious because
really?
he was my favorite player, and listening to him on your podcast gave me closure because I was like, I had no idea that went on in the background.
Well,
absolutely
okay,
no
we're
clue.
gonna figure this out right now, and I'm saying this on here. Whereas if you heard that we talked about it, he never had a signing party.
Right.
We're probably gonna do one for him.
Are you serious?
So if that happens, you guys should come to it.
Oh my gosh,
That would be amazing.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that would be
So
amazing.
we'll figure it out. We literally, me and my manager Joe. I'm saying it too fucking mad. But yeah, we literally. I'm not exactly. I'll show you a text message of me, Joe, and Johnny talking and saying, "Hey, you never got that thing. Let's do it on the radio. Let's find out. Maybe have a conversation and have his signing retirement party because he's never signed his papers
That's
to retire."
crazy.
Wow.
So he's like, and Johnny's like, "Really?" We're like, "Yeah, dude. We'd love to do something like that." So we literally just started talking about it. Yeah. We'll figure it out.
That's awesome.
This resolved a lot for me.
It's
gonna
crazy,
say that
yeah.
because
And it's weird to hear him talk about a lot of that kind of stuff. I mean, we didn't even try to bring it out of him. It just organically happened because we were just literally talking about like people that, for me personally, I was intrigued because, of course, I know Johnny and I went to the same high school, but I didn't really know him that much as well as Joe does, you know, my manager. So when it went to that whole conversation, it was just like, I just sat, you can hear that I really didn't say much because I was in awe and I was listening to everything that they were talking about because I'm not a huge baseball fan. I really am not. Back in the day, 86 Mets, yes, 100%. I can name, every player. But as I got older, I just grew away towards it. But to hear his story and to hear how he, felt and things that he did and the choices that he made, it's kind of like, it's weird.
it was
it's
so
crazy.
amazing. I paused it and I said, Johnny, I'm sorry. Like,
Really?
I did.
No shit.
Because I loved him. Like, that team had a special, I don't
That
know.
team
I played
was
fantasy
special.
baseball. That's how, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
that
not.
team was special.
Baseball came back at that era in
Yes.
that sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it did.
After that whole strike thing went down, it was like, kind of like people didn't care about it that
Yeah.
much. I don't know why, but obviously I do know why in a sense. But it was like one of those things where it kind of faded for a while.
Yeah, it
Football was really big, mainstream kind of thing, and then all of a sudden baseball slowly started making their comeback because it was those, I don't know, those old wise tale stories of like the comeback kid and people coming back,
Yes.
and with the Red Sox.
The
and
curse.
The curse was
exactly.
lifted.
So,
Yeah.
exactly. So
And that was a big deal, 2004.
That was a huge
Never forget
deal.
it.
Jesus.
I remember where
I
I
know.
was.
My husband had a shirt that said, Johnny Damon is my homeboy, and it was like
Yes.
him as Jesus. Like,
A lot of people have that shirt.
yes.
was
Oh,
a
that?
huge
Well,
thing.
I've seen the Last Supper picture that he's had.
Yes.
I see all that stuff. It's so
Yes.
funny. And meanwall, I know him. I've hung
That's
out
so
with him many
crazy.
times. It's so funny.
That's
Yeah,
so
it's weird.
cool.
He's our hero. Like, and now I can say that I really seriously felt bad.
Like you feel, yeah.
And so my husband listened to it, and he was like, and he's not a podcast listener. He
Right.
loved your podcast.
Oh, awesome.
He loved it, and I
That's
was
great.
like, "Oh, you got to hear Ken Griffey
Thank you,
Jr.
husband. Thank you, husband. Yeah, it's so funny because, like I said, for us and for my podcast, we literally just grab people that we know.
Mhm.
We're not trying to look at other, and there's nothing wrong with interviewing other people, but if I don't know that specific thing, let's talk about something else, though. Let's talk about something that we have in common. And that's,
Yeah.
again, that's the whole podcast thing. It's not, well, hey, I know about you and you're amazing, but how are you as a parent? Or how are you as this? What are you doing now exactly? Like,
Yeah.
I want to know exactly what do you like doing? It's fun. I love it.
I love the story, Ken Griffey Jr. Right, Ken Griffey Jr.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm saying
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
right.
yeah, you saying it right?
Second guessing myself.
No worries.
When he has the RV, and
Yeah.
he was pretending that he was the driver.
Yeah. He's like, hey, you want to check it out? Yeah, exactly. Come inside, dude. Check it out. Yeah, it's cool. All right. He's another one like that. That's just it's just crazy about the whole the way certain celebrities, certain people take an outlook on things, and you don't know what makes them tick or what makes them excited. Like for instance, I had no idea. Same thing with Ken, that he wanted to be a pilot and learned how to fly.
Cool.
Who the hell does that?
Yeah. So cool. If you didn't already know it, we're talking to Joey Fatone
This is Joey Fatone here.
from NSYNC. That
Hi.
one. Yes.
And everybody that actually shouted out is the reason why I'm doing this. So
Thanks
thanks
you
to everybody
guys.
that is listening to these lovely ladies. Yes, this is why.
Our dreams are coming true right now.
No,
I'm sorry.
for real.
Legit.
More crushing than I'm sorry.
So and when we say huge NSYNC fans, I mean we were huge NSYNC
Well, you
fans.
have it. It's going to be me shirt. So May
Yes,
shirt.
I do.
I already. Yes, you had it
Yeah.
on today. So
Yes.
what? Go ahead.
No.
Something special.
Just huge fans.
Yes. So huge, actually. I have something to show you.
Oh Jesus!
So huge that
Surprise! Oh, you had the. Oh, wow.
I got it on my license plate.
So that is your actual license.
This
That was
was.
my actual
This
license
was.
Yes,
my-
I know. It says 02. So yes,
Yes.
I get it. I
This
get
was
it.
my
If people don't
plate.
see it, obviously it says Main NSYNC 5.
Yes,
on
That
it.
was Nikki's license plate.
That was my license
We've
plate.
talked about it before on the podcast.
Holy
Yes, we have.
shit.
And we are showing Joey.
Yes.
Thank you.
This is how much I loved you guys.
I love it.
And I still love you guys.
Well,
I
Do you want me to
was all
sign
in.
that for you though?
oh my God, I would
if you have a-
absolutely love that. That
Oh,
would
stop
be
it.
amazing.
I just see it and I was like, okay, this would be. It has to. I gotta get a Sharpie though. We'll get one. Don't
Okay.
worry. We'll find it. We'll get one.
But
We'll get
that I
That's
was
hilarious.
all in. And we'll talk
Oh
about
my
this
gosh.
because this is the
Yeah,
one thing I want
no.
to talk to you about. The
let's rip
NSYNC
into it.
merchandise, I was the queen. I bought
Oh,
everything.
really? Did you get the new stuff though?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've got the
The-
NSYNC shirt.
You got the wine glasses yet?
I don't have the wine glasses. No,
I'll have
I
to
don't.
get you those.
And I didn't get the Christmas stuff. I
Nah,
missed out
you
on
don't
the
want.
Christmas
You don't
stuff.
want. You're good. Don't
But
worry
as soon as the second batch
I
came
got
out, I
Christmas
was like,
stuff.
bye.
about it. we got some more fun new things.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
I
So
can't
it's
wait.
exciting. It's exciting. Yeah,
I
it's,
even got a
it's
T-shirt for my daughter.
really.
Yes, she's 6,
That's awesome.
and she's adorable in it.
Yeah.
It's so.
You both
it's
have
so
kids,
fun.
or
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My kids say hi.
hello, hi.
I
Hi,
have
kids.
to tell you, my daughter started
old?
listening to you guys. She's 13 now.
Nice.
But she started listening to you when she was like 6 or 7.
Gotcha. Because you were listening to it,
Figured out a way to how to download the music.
right?
And she was so excited. And so she said, I want to go to a concert. And I had to break it to her that NSYNC was no longer. They are here.
We're in
But-
spirit,
Yes.
and we're always around.
And I crushed the
Yeah,
board.
I
Thank
just
you
signed
so
it.
much.
I just signed it.
You
I
just
don't want to.
signed
You know, I
it.
don't want
I
to.
will take a picture,
I
you
want
guys,
other
so you can
people,
see
yeah.
it.
do that.
So cool. It's going up in my office. Our new podcasting
Yes.
quarters.
Nice.
Yes, we're building a new house, and I have a specific
A shrine,
yes,
if you will. Is
yes,
that what it
and
is?
so it's all the whole room is going to be NSYNC and New Kids on the Block.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yes.
Except I'm a little pissed off.
Oh no.
Oh.
Joey Mack really
Joey.
dropped the mic.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Can we elaborate on that?
Yeah.
He should have never won.
Yeah.
Well, I do have to say he was a little off, and I am a Joe Mack girl.
I love Joe. No, hold on. I love Joey Mack,
Yes.
and that's why we did it together. Honestly, we had a great conversation where he even said he goes, I would never do this unless it was you. He goes, I honestly would not, because he knows we bust each other's chops many years, especially when we did Dance with the Stars. We did it actually on tour where it was me, Joey McIntyre, Joey Lawrence, and Drew Lachey. We did this whole little Rat Pack thing. We used to bust each other's chops on whatever. So me and Joey were cool to do that, but I was like, he messed up once or twice during what we're doing. I'm like, get with the rhythm. No disrespect to Joey. We love you, Mac. We love you.
You guys know.
Oh, they
I'm-
know.
I'm a Joe girl.
They know.
Yes.
He knows.
Please don't go for Joe.
Yes.
I get
he
it.
knows.
No, I
He
get it.
knows.
But
Maybe not, but he will know.
Did you see him in Waitress?
I didn't. I had
Either
tickets.
have I, though. I haven't seen him either.
I had tickets to go,
And?
and my daughter they made the championship for our basketball team.
Oh,
I
yeah.
coached.
Then you go there. Forget
So-
that. Forget Joe McIntyre.
I was like, I was crushed. I was, but
Don't be crushed.
it was more important
No,
to go to the basketball
family
game.
first. Screw that guy.
I had the ticket, but I didn't go.
Don't worry. It's all good.
So,
Understood.
Drop the Mic
Right.
was. I have to
Yeah,
say,
right?
you came out on
I was
top on that
surprised.
one.
Me too.
I was surprised.
Maybe because it was a suit. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I just,
Yeah,
hey,
I don't know.
I love Joe. Like I said, I do. I love him.
So we have gifts.
Yes.
Okay.
We really want. Do you
I know, what
do you
did
care
you-
opening them?
Of course.
Now,
No, I don't mind
listen,
opening them. Of
Her
course.
husband has strict instructions.
Yes.
You tell him.
Okay. So he said he was like, make sure you tell Joey if you only brought a carry-on and you can't take these with you,
Right.
we will ship them to you.
Okay.
That's from him, and I was
Okay.
like,
Tell
all
him
right.
thank you because I have a carry-on.
okay. So
It's
we
exactly.
we
Or I might be able
figured.
to. But well, I don't want to. If it's something that's breakable, then probably I won't be able to put it in. But if I could put it in my suitcase, I'll fit that
okay.
sucker in.
We will ship the rest
I
of it to
appreciate it.
you.
That's
So,
awesome.
all right.
All right. So,
the
what
first
am I-
thing,
Okay.
and we got some for you too.
Am I opening this up right here?
Yeah. So that's the first box. These
Ooh,
are
these
main
are
whoopie
I know
pies.
exactly what they are. These might not make it even actually out of the plane.
There's plenty
There's a
in
little
there.
red velvet kind of looking action over there. There's a red one. This one's ravishing. Oh yeah, we're taking. No, these are
So,
mine.
yeah. So
Joanne's
I am
not taking any of these.
biased,
I
but-
thought I didn't realize that they were all different. So yeah,
Oh, yeah.
she's not taking shit.
my mom makes the best whoopie pies though.
Really?
Those aren't hers, and I asked her if she could make them, and she was
And
like,
ready?
"Oh, well, she's older now, and I can't make them. I
I've
can't.
She's
tried.
breaking my. Well, get the recipe from her.
I
then.
have. Oh no, I have.
I have your mom's recipe.
Right. We've tried making it.
Oh, you can't make
She does it it's the frosting. The way she whips it or something. It's something special.
Isn't that amazing though? It really is.
It doesn't turn out.
Right.
It doesn't turn out the same. So I was like, "Hey,
Well, thank
Mom."
you. I will be devouring those.
But these are really
She said
good.
if she gets a
They're
little
very
more
good ones.
advance notice next time.
So, but
Yes.
next time when you do, just call me and just let me know.
Okay.
And I will come either get them or ship them to me.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, yep, there we go.
We can do that.
So those are for
Right.
you, and this right here is for you.
Why
They're
am
all
I
for
getting
you.
gifts?
So
I know, but why am I?
Because these
'Cause
are like
these
like
are all Maine. These are all Maine.
These
things.
are all main things. I got moose mints. I want
Yes.
to see that. All right. Okay, let me grab that.
Moose mints.
The moose mint. What do moose mints taste like? Though?
I'm not really sure.
I
I
don't
saw
know.
them and I was like, well, we got to represent the moose here.
Right.
Mainly coffee.
Yes.
Blueberry ledges and blend.
Now, I looked up online. I Googled it to see if you liked
So-
coffee. You're called 2 Cups of Joe.
Yeah.
But
I'm
I
not
didn't
a huge
know.
coffee person though.
Oh,
It's okay though. I
I
will
messed
try
up.
It.
Okay.
All right, I got a mug.
But that's because you're 2 Cups of Joe. Now you've got a Bangor mug.
We're going to be putting this out there.
Yay!
You definitely will. Be. That's 100%. These I could definitely put in my bag.
So
These will be able to travel well.
that's another
That-
thing for Maine.
More Maine.
Yep.
Sorry, this is probably
That's fine.
They like it. They like it.
It's like ASMR.
Wild blueberry jam. Okay.
Yep. So
From
that's all
Maine?
for Maine. Yep.
So have
Big
you ever
blueberry.
had the blueberry jam?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's good.
Is it?
I haven't had it from that particular place. I've only had it homemade.
Why you didn't? Where? Why can't I get this stuff from your place? Why is she giving me shit that she didn't even try before?
Well,
It takes a while to like
make the jam.
procure it.
I
or-
don't know how to make jam.
I don't know.
I
how to
don't
make
either.
jam.
I don't know how to make jam.
I don't either. It's my sister that makes it. So
My aunt makes jam and my Grammy.
Do you know the difference between jelly and jam?
no.
I think I do.
Really?
Jelly is like clear,
Right.
and jam has stuff in it.
I'm not going to say it. It's a dirty joke, and I'll just shut my mouth up for that. Let's take a look at the next bag. Let's take. I'll tell you later.
Okay, this one's the fun one.
Okay.
This one's the fun one.
This is the one that probably needs to be shipped because
yeah.
it looks a lot bigger than. what
So
it is.
these are special potato chips
Okay.
from Maine. Ketchup.
Humpty Dumpty.
Yeah.
Are you
They're
serious?
the best.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard of Humpty Dumpty before.
Yep.
Get,
They're great.
get
I
outta
got them the
here.
all dressed
And
ones
ketchup,
too.
all dressed.
Yep. So those are just like
That's like
I've
all
heard
the
it's like
flavors.
all seasoning, like everything.
yeah.
All the flavors.
I'm
my
not.
God. I
I'm
think
not
I'm
a
gonna love
fan of
those.
that, but
I like them.
Holy
I hear
shit.
they're really
Hold
good.
that for a second. Sorry.
okay. Is
Thank
this
you.
the? Okay, no, that's the. I'm not sure what that is.
Hey, why the hell did you just wrap these to make me open these up on like audio?
Hey.
Maple flavored drops.
Yep. Maine.
So they're like maple.
Like maple
Syrup.
syrup. Yep.
No way.
And maple syrup like candies.
These are Sugar House treats
Yes.
made from the finest of the Maple Maine products.
Those
From
are-
Madison, Maine.
You're gonna get addicted to those. Those are.
Oh,
but
it's like crack.
you'd have one, and you're like, it's potent.
I might be able to carry this stuff. I don't know.
I think I've got some more than mine.
But I have to check it in.
I have to check it anyway.
Maine maple syrup. There you go.
That stuff is good.
I was about to say I've never had Maine.
Once you
maple
have
syrup.
it,
It's
Once
it's
you go
legit.
maple, you never go
Yeah.
same bowl.
Same.
You never go.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Oh, I know this shit.
Oh, so you know this?
Oh, I know fluff. Are you kidding
Okay.
me?
Well,
Oh,
who was
I know
talking
fluff.
about Lance? He did the jelly and the peanut
Yeah.
butter.
Mm.
Do that with that too, with peanut butter and
what I
Whip it
actually
up.
do with fluff is we make not gingerbread houses, but during holiday seasons we make cookie bread houses. I will literally make chocolate chip cookies and make them thick enough that they'll make walls and make a whole gingerbread house, but
No
out of a
way.
cookie. But what we
Oh, I
do
love
before that
that.
is we take a pan, we take Rice Krispie treats,
Yep.
put them on top, then take the marshmallow fluff and put it on top of it, and it actually settles down and looks like snow.
No.
Then you
way.
take this is all right. You want to get here? We go. I'll go through this whole
Here
thing.
we go.
You take the sugar cones, like
Yep.
ice cream cones. You take them and you cut them in different ways from the cone itself.
Yep.
Make a small one, a big one, and then you put them down, paint them in green, put glitter, put them in the snow. They're trees.
That's amazing.
So yeah, we do it every year. Every year,
I want to
That's
see a
so fun.
picture of this.
I can probably find one. For you.
Yes.
That's
As we go.
amazing.
There's more shit.
More.
So you knew about the fluff. Usually
I
people
knew
are
about the fluff.
are
Oh.
surprised.
This.
Okay, this, my friend, is the champagne of Maine.
This is the champagne of Maine.
Coffee flavored brandy
so
Most
from
importantly,
Allen's.
Allen's.
he knows what I'm talking about. He
So what
knows
is
what I'm talking
Allen's?
about.
Can you
Official liquor of Maine
is Allen's.
I'm not a huge fan of it, but we actually
when it comes in a plastic bottle, you know it's quality.
Yes, you do.
You know.
But I will tell you, because we thought we were going to another location, we actually bought a really big bottle and
Right.
milk, so we were going to make you a drink.
Oh my God. What is that? We can make it.
Yeah. Hey.
You want to make it?
Yeah, make
You gotta
it.
do it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, let's do it.
This
Are you
is
kidding me? I
Champagne
can't.
of Maine.
Champagne of Maine. Those are our little my
I
so-called
love
whatever
it.
bracelets
Nice.
and stuff.
What made you call it my so-called whatever? I know that I'm on your podcast asking you questions,
Hey.
but I'm
Yeah.
curious to know.
So
We were just thinking of Nate, like,
we're an 80s and 90s podcast because
Right.
what we do is we have each week we switch topics. So the first topic is like 80s or 90s based.
Gotcha.
that's what
And
we're
then-
doing right now.
That's what we're doing right
Gotcha.
now. And then the second one is what we call the block party, and we do New Kids on the Block. And
All new kids?
all new kids.
Oh my God, that's got to get boring.
No.
Are you kidding? No,
So-
it's great.
But really what we are is we share people's stories.
right.
Gotcha.
We
So-
read stories.
How much you love John? How great is John?
Oh my gosh.
John is a
I love John.
He's a
John's
national
awesome.
he's a
treasure.
national treasure.
Yes.
Along
That's
with
what. Well,
Donnie.
Donnie actually calls me the national treasure.
Johnny
Hey.
is
You ever heard
the
him? He
national
does.
treasure.
Oh.
He calls me that, which now I don't feel it so special anymore because now he calls everybody that, just like from listening to what you guys just said. So now my heart's broken. So thanks, appreciate it.
Oh,
You're a
always used to
national
call me that.
we said we just did a Facebook Live.
We did.
'Cause
Donnie
we
used to call me national treasure.
we said,
Anymore.
you guys, we don't
We said
throw
you're
this
a national
around.
treasure.
Fuck that guy. That's it.
We said
Done.
you're a national treasure. Yeah, because we were like, we don't throw this
We
around.
don't
You guys
throw that
know we don't
around.
mess around.
We're
Yeah.
like we're almost like public domain. I've heard that before. Actually, someone said that was public domain.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not kidding you.
So-
At my nephew's birthday party,
Oh.
some woman was chanting "Joey, Joey," and I literally went somewhere around the corner to hide. And my brother was standing going, what's going on? And he goes, what? We're just asking for Joey to come in. He goes, that's my brother, and he's with his nephew for his birthday. Why are you doing this?
Mhm.
Well, he's public domain.
Oh,
No.
That's what she said.
oh my
And
god.
then
Yes.
did you say no?
Well, we I just shut my mouth and said, no.
See, it's
mean,
things
yeah.
like that really give us as fans like
Mm.
it pisses us off.
A little bit of a
because-
bad rap, but yeah, but it's
Yeah.
not. But us as fans actually know.
Yeah.
We really do.
Yeah.
We do. We know
That's
the
good.
difference. We
That's
know the
good.
difference of people that are true fans or people that are fans in the sense that are in it for the wrong reasons or out there in the sense or whatever the case may be. So
Yeah.
it's always a different kind of story, but you kind of understand. You kind of can tell.
Okay.
I know I
That
can.
makes
in a
me
sense.
feel better.
Maybe sometimes I'm not the greatest judge of character, but I mostly am
People say never meet your idols. They say like
because
Yeah.
they're all douchebags.
but let me tell
Oh, this is
you.
gonna hurt.
Hey,
So-
thank you.
Thank you.
Shit.
Are we ready for this?
Cheers.
Cheers. Here
So
we
it was
go.
made with Allen's? Oh, it was
All
made with
right.
Allen's.
Ready? Here we
Here
go. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Champagne of Maine.
Wow.
I'm not a coffee drinker, but I like it.
That reminds me.
Everyone in Maine is like,
A
yay, we
Sunday
love
night?
Joey Fatone.
That's like Christmas at my
this
aunt's
is
house
made
in
perfectly.
1995.
It feels like a holiday in your mouth. It
Christmas.
does. It feels like a little Christmas in your mouth.
Yeah,
Yes.
1995.
Yep.
When I was 15.
Nice. I graduated
Hey,
high school back then.
1995?
95.
Well, we're 98, so
No,
we're not too
not too far
behind
at
you.
all.
You were a big part of our lives growing up,
Yeah.
like for real.
My own life was a big part of my life growing up.
Well,
Seriously, think about that though.
that was
Yeah.
that's crazy
because it was very similar to my generation of age per
Mm-hmm.
se.
yeah.
You know, I might have been a little bit older, but not by much. And then Justin's, think about it, around the same age. You know, he's 38 now, I think, if I'm not mistaken. 38, 39, something like that.
He's 38.
Oh, sorry. Let me know exactly. Please drop the knowledge.
Hey, we
You
had that
follow a
book
little bit?
memorized.
81.
Just a
We had
smidge?
that book memorized, the red one. What was it called? Like NSYNC, the true story.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Which one? Which one?
Did
which
you
true
watch?
story was
Did
it?
you
Yeah.
watch the Lou Pearlman thing?
I sure
Yes.
did.
What'd you
Let's
think?
talk about
What'd
that.
you think?
First of all, very well done.
Yeah.
Okay, so what were we talking about before?
Lou Pearlman.
remember.
Con.
Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah. Boy band con.
So the
Shit, I only
biggest,
gone for 2 seconds. How do you not remember that shit?
the biggest thing that really got me was when you guys were talking about you went to in LA, you went to the dinner. It like got to me. Like it made me emotional. When you guys-
Trust me, I got all of us.
I bet. But just thinking about all the things that you guys had out. You had merchandise. You had all. And I mean, I'm
when you're doing stuff like that, you don't, especially in that age, you're hungry for the performance. You're hungry for all that kind of stuff. So you don't really think about it. And I think back then it wasn't about that. Meaning, like, now it's interesting because the mindset for a lot of younger generation, even kids that are now 13, 14, 15 years old, it's go get your money, make your bag. You know, it's that kind of thought, which for me personally, there's nothing wrong with that. But yet, I think it cuts down being a freaking kid.
Yeah.
Go play a game, hang out, be a kid, hang out with your friends, make the mistakes, do stupid shit.
Right.
Not, I own a business, let me do this, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's just weird in that sense because it's like you're missing your youth.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just me. And even coming from somebody that, thank goodness I really didn't miss my youth. I graduated high school at a normal level in a sense. Mm-hmm. And then I became and did what I had to do. I missed my college years, but yet that was my college years of doing stuff like that. So
that was an amazing college experience. I will tell you.
Yeah, exactly. Freaking Europe and Germany, everywhere else.
Word.
For about 2.5 years, going, okay, what am I doing? Like,
so crazy.
Like, how do I? Is this a career? Is this what I'm doing? Hopefully, this goes forever. We don't know. You know, it was that uncertainty.
So crazy to go over in Europe, and you guys were like, it was crazy, and then you came back to the States,
and nobody
it was
knew us for nothing. Yeah, for
so
a while.
Crazy.
Yeah. And then finally,
then blew the hell up.
Yeah,
yeah,
it was interesting.
Oh my gosh,
it was. You know, it's one of the things of a little. I think for me, it's a little bit of luck, a little bit of timing, a little bit of as far as the talent. I think it's a combination of everything. I really do because you don't just get it in just all because of your talent. You don't get it in just all because of luck. Yeah. You know, there's a little bit of luck, a little bit of talent, a little bit of as far as honing in on your craft.
I will say I love how there was different angles. So like they went to when Lou was younger, and I mean I can't recommend this enough.
Yeah, I even told Lance. Lance has done a lot of different things in his career, and I was like, things are like, oh, that's cool, that's great, yeah, good for you. And we always say, oh, I'm doing this, it's gonna be huge, it's gonna be big, and I'm always like, okay, great, and it never was really huge, it wasn't really big. Not that it just didn't have the potential, I guess. He actually even asked me to do the interview, and I didn't do it. And I just thought, I don't know, for me, it wasn't the time in a sense for me to want to do it. And on top of it, I think for him, he had other people doing it already. So I'm like, why do you want so many of one band? Meaning he did have JC, he did have Chris, and he has himself. So that's 3 out of the 5. So if I did it, there'd only be one person not doing it. But you want to get the other aspects of other people, like Ashley Parker from Motown. You get, some people, Aaron Carter. You get AJ from Backstreet. You even get, Nikki DeLoach. You get, even Lynn Harless, that was Justin's mom. It's crazy to get even Johnny Wright, who never does anything like that.
That was great.
But to hear the sides of it and not knowing, and then knowing, and then going backwards, where I said to him, I said, dude, that was amazing how you were able to dig up what you did, which none of us did. What of his friends? Who was his friends? Any because obviously he didn't have that much family in a sense. So who were the people that were close to him and what their stories were and how much full of crap he was and had an envision, which was amazing, but he did it for the wrong reasons, I think, obviously.
And he stole bits and pieces of other people's dreams,
yeah.
Like Alan.
Right.
And now his name is in my head. Yes. I loved him so much, and then he passed away.
Yeah, I saw that.
So many aspects of that I had no idea.
It was not what I was expecting.
Definitely not.
Me either.
Trust
me.
Not.
And I told him, that's what I said. I said, Lance, I said, seriously, you've done a lot of different things. I said, this is really good, man. This is like, it's deep enough, but yet it has a funny comedic area to it. It actually does on certain things when people are like that whole thing about, well, he had this share ship, he had this. Oh no, the newspaper out. Sorry. When Ashley Parker talks about this holding the newspaper out, and then he did this, and all of a sudden one of his friends are like, total bullshit.
That's bullshit. He was like, I had a paper route.
I'm watching it, and I'm like, wow, like, oh my gosh.
That was really,
I can't believe a kid who figured this up. Nope.
Yeah. It's happen. Unbelievable.
It's crazy.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
It was one of those things where you just go, okay, well, how does a kid that young think about that kind of shit?
It started at such a young age.
Yeah.
Again, smart kid, just like the same thing when you talk about the whole. Have you seen the fire?
Yes, the fire island.
Oh my god!
Great idea.
Great idea. Amazing idea. ridiculous, shitty execution.
Oh, so shitty. Oh my
Wait,
god.
Fire
So-
Festival?
Yes.
That was.
But I'm just saying, the guy had a great vision and the idea of it.
The
was
app
crazy.
was great.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything behind it was amazing, but the execution.
Oh my word.
was shit.
And actually, at one point, I felt bad for the guy. Obviously, I felt bad from when the whole thing went down to shit, but then I never felt bad from when after the fact when he tried to sell Beyonce meet and greet
my
VIP
word.
tickets that were never even there.
That was. Could you imagine?
What a douche!
No.
What the hell were you thinking?
I can't imagine
Oh.
any of it.
I mean,
Like, how do you.
it's another Lou Pearlman type of deal. Like he was.
Like,
But
how
why?
do you go to sleep at night?
But it is amazing to me that people. I don't know if it's whether they want to be known or maybe have a name or a staple in their career or life to go and lie above and beyond where you're trying to over deliver so much but yet you can't pull it off. Why would you do that?
I don't. Don't you feel guilty? Like,
Aren't you
isn't-
embarrassed?
Yeah.
Everything.
Like,
would
I
feel
would be
total
horrified.
Yeah.
Some people do not have conscience.
No, I
they
guess
don't.
not.
Clearly.
No conscience.
I have
I
so
would be
much.
horrified.
I have so much Catholic guilt that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
No,
I
I
can't. There's
can't.
nothing wrong with a little white lie or just sugarcoating something just to help it,
Yeah.
but not to say I'm going to do this for you and not even know you can even pull it off.
No, and you know you're taking the life savings of someone, and you don't care.
and sucking the life out of them and
Ugh.
going, yeah, we're good. Don't worry about the numbers. They're okay. We're growing. It's all right. And then find out nothing.
If you haven't watched
You need to watch.
the Boy Band Con, the Lou Pearlman story,
Yeah.
or Boy Band Con,
Yeah.
I believe it's Boy
Yes.
Band Con. Shows you what I know.
go to
watch it.
YouTube and you
Go
need
to
to watch
YouTube.
it because it is worth it.
It is pretty
Absolutely.
interesting. It is. It's just it's one of those stories where you see certain people, celebrities, you know, even like Billy Joel, their manager, screwing them over, like they're all different kind of people. It happens one way, shape, or form. But it's amazing why, because you never really understand. I never understood it. I never understood taking advantage of somebody else in that sense. It's like, listen, let's work together. If we're gonna make money together, let's make money together. Let's make it work. But why would I want to screw that person over?
Right.
And being the sixth member of NSYNC,
And sixth member of Backstreet.
right? And
He
then
was
pitting
both.
you guys against
He
each
was
other.
both. Yeah.
Come on. Come on.
Come on, Lou.
Well,
He's
gone.
not
now.
hearing you
He's
now.
gone.
Yeah.
He ain't
gone.
hearing you now.
No, that is for sure.
Come on. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's low. Yeah, he down. He down for the count.
We have a little story.
Go for it.
So you guys have the fire symbol tattoo. That was like a big deal, and there I can't remember the exact location we were at, but I'd had a few drinks, and there was a tattoo.
How many?
placed-
Define a few.
Too many.
Okay. Overserved.
Yeah, I was. Well, I mean, I couldn't make decisions,
Poor judgment.
but I really wanted this tattoo.
Okay.
Because I wanted to be like the sixth member of
Right.
NSYNC. So I was like, I'm gonna do it. Did we get there? Because it's shady to me.
I don't think so.
but I
you
was going to
wanted
get
it.
it. I was like ready
And-
to go get it. And,
Yes.
and forever, I was so mad at her that she
Right.
didn't let me get it. I was so
No.
upset.
Why?
Well, first of all, I know where we would have ended up getting it, and you don't get tattoos at that place.
That's true.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because I got a tattoo at that
Understood.
place.
Understood. Okay.
And
Yeah.
so did
Then
you.
then if you're gonna get a
And
right
it was
tattoo
not
and you
good.
want to get it right, get to the right place,
Right.
the right
It
person.
would
But
not
I
have
was
been the
like
right
to the
place.
point, like, I'm going. No, you're
Regardless.
not. I'm going right now.
I would have
I'm
stopped you
getting
too.
it.
Honestly, I
No.
would have stopped you too, no
So,
matter what.
Can I see your fire symbol tattoo?
Of course.
I would love to see it.
You never seen it?
No, I've seen
Well,
it in
not
pictures,
person.
but I want to see it like in person.
the back of your
In person.
because these shits are fucking tight as hell. There it is.
Oh my god,
There-
it's so awesome.
That's awesome.
Oh my gosh.
But I can't even move these jeans above my freaking ginormous cankle.
That's freaking amazing.
moment.
You
The rabbit's
guys,
awesome, though. I saw it.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, I could
Not
not,
in person,
show that.
but-
back
so
now.
well done.
It's swole.
It was awesome.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, it's fun.
That was-
Zoe, this girl, does it out in LA. She's awesome.
Oh, cool.
Great. Actually, I met her through AJ from Backstreet.
Oh no way.
Because he has a
nice.
crow on his neck that was tattooed. I said, it's really good work. I said, who's the girl? So, who's the person? He said, this girl's name is Zoe, blah, blah, blah. I looked at her stuff, and I always wanted Buzz Lightyear for my daughter. And I saw her do Woody. I saw a picture of Woody, and I was like, okay, good. This is the girl that needs to do my tattoo. So she did that. She also did my Dead 7 tattoo, which is a whiskey flask.
Oh wow.
And then also did a puzzle piece for my daughter for autism. And then later on, she came and did my
That's
rabbit.
amazing.
Yeah.
So how
That's
many
cool.
tattoos do you have?
I don't know specifically. I think it was 17, like when we talked about it. But now it's 18 because I got the rabbit.
What's your favorite one?
That's tough.
Or like one of your favorites?
My daughter's tattoo. She got a footprint. I got my first daughter, who's now 18, which is crazy. Tattooed on my
That
hand,
is crazy.
Yeah,
I mean,
shit, right?
We're like, we can remember when you like we're part of the family.
No.
I can remember.
You were well. Think about it. You listened to watch when I was 18.
Yeah, it's
and
like
now my daughter is.
it doesn't seem
That is-
possible.
Think about that. When I looked at it, I was like, "You're graduating high school now," and right after I graduated, I left for Germany. It's weird to think that my kid is that age of what I did, and I was like, thinking to myself, I would never let my freaking kid go like that. My parents fucking let me leave to go to Germany with a fat guy who's a pedophile. What the fuck was that? What the fuck were they thinking?
Oh my god!
it was the 90s.
It was the 90s.
It was the
If it all makes
90s.
any sense whatsoever.
You're like,
Not that I know
You're
that he was a
good.
pedophile. He didn't touch the pee-pee. I'm just letting you know.
we've got it here, folks.
You heard it here first.
Yes.
But it's
So-
crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
To think. Wow.
I mean,
Who knew?
that's crazy.
I know.
Because it doesn't seem possible. It seems like just yesterday, 18 years ago.
That's not yesterday.
Yeah.
It's a lot of gray hairs now. It's white. This
You
is all natural.
You
Yeah.
look the same.
That's not even.
Well,
a
except
hair
for
of.
that.
Thank
I mean,
you. Yeah,
that's
exactly.
new.
Let's be fucking real. Seriously,
But
let's break it down. Let's be real.
But I'm
But
being
I like
serious.
Men, though, they.
I know. I look nothing like I did 18 years ago.
I look nothing.
No.
Nothing.
No. It's
Oh
kind
my
of going.
gosh.
"Whoop."
Oh, stop it.
But
Wow.
hey, but you know
Life.
what?
We
Hey,
all.
I wouldn't
all-
change it. I've
we
got
all-
two great kids.
No, exactly.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
I'm the same in a sense, the same way. I'm like, I always thought I was like, oh wow, I should be a lot more skinnier. Oh my god, and it was always funny because I was always the bigger person, the bigger guy out of the group, and to look at it now and go, I wasn't that big.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
I wish I was as fat
Now
as
I'm big.
I was when I thought I was fat.
Exactly. Yes. The first time.
Like, for real.
Yeah.
When I saw myself doing Rent, I was like, oh my god, I'm a whale. And now I look at myself and go, oh shit, now I'm a whale. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm a lot skinnier then than I was before.
Oh my gosh.
It's crazy.
So Broadway, you think you'll get back into that or?
I'd love to at some point in time. Hell yeah. Excited to see Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
The musical just came out. Previews just came out. Alex Brightman is the guy who was playing Beetlejuice. I got a chance to meet him when we just the episode of Impractical Jokers After Party. If you watch any of that, if you haven't, Alex was in this whole thing. We did Q's reviews. We're all laying in bed together. Stupid show. What the hell we were doing? But he's
makes
such
me
a great.
anxious when I
He
watch
did.
it.
He
Yeah.
did School of Rock. The guy Alex did School
Oh,
of
okay.
Oh,
Rock,
cool.
and now he's Beetlejuice in this
Wow.
musical.
Oh, that's awesome.
And we're excited to see it. Yeah, I'm excited to see it.
That's
really
going to
good.
be awesome.
And I heard about the Harry Potter show. Have you heard about that?
No.
No.
It's ridiculous. It's oh my gosh, I can't remember exactly what it's on Broadway, and it's Harry Potter, but it's 2 shows. So meaning is part 1 and part 2.
Oh.
You literally spend a whole day if you want to. You have to spend to watch 1 and 2. It's a play. It's not even a musical.
That's going to
per
be
se.
huge.
That's
so
crazy.
it's been out now. Go look at it.
Oh, it's
Seriously.
out?
It's been
I
out.
don't follow Harry Potter.
Well,
But-
you know, you're up here in Maine. Nothing
Yeah.
happens. Broadway's a totally different world in a sense.
Yeah.
Sometimes
it
I don't know about it, and then I hear about it. Like, what shows are what?
is. Right.
I thought Harry Potter was a musical. It's not even a musical. It's an
That's
actual
crazy,
like,
though.
Broadway just show. It's a play.
wow.
They said the magic and all the special effects are unbelievable,
Wow.
and it's 2 shows. It's called Harry Potter Cursed Child. Thank you.
And it's 2 parts.
2 parts. You have to watch it. It's literally like 4 or like ridiculous amount of hours, like 4 hours, 6 hours.
That's crazy.
So you sit and watch 2 shows.
But I bet it's good. for
I
people to
heard it's
keep
amazing.
going.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
But again, back to going
Yeah.
to musicals, I'd love to do something in that nature because it's just completely different left field in that sense.
Yeah.
I'd love to do something like that though. It'd be fun.
Maybe go on Waitress.
You never mind. Hey, well, no, Joey Mac did it. Never mind. I'll never do it. Nope. I'll do something better.
No.
Not that Waitress is not bad. I'm talking about just his character.
All right. So with NSYNC merch, I can go back to that because, like I said, I'm the queen of the NSYNC
Right.
merch. I'm gonna.
So you don't have a Funko yet, the little Funko
I
Pop
don't
dolls yet.
know.
They're not out yet.
So
May.
excited. So excited.
They're gonna be at May.
I haven't signed up to be because you can pre-order. them.
Pre-order.
Yeah.
Yes. But I
What a
was like,
scam! Just wait.
oh, I can't wait because how much
never
stuff
pre-order.
do I have?
Do you?
You-
Still?
My paychecks, 50% went to NSYNC and the rest was
Thank you.
rent.
Like, we would go, at the mall, Claire's. Like,
Right.
we would go to Claire's,
Claire's.
or,
Yeah.
Spencer Gift.
Gotcha. Yep.
Or, music,
Yes.
Goody.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like that's like Sam.
I don't think
Goody-
anybody else knew who Sam Goody is or what Sam Goody was.
A lot of people don't.
No.
We had
Yeah.
Tape World.
Tape World? I
Yeah,
don't know Tape
at
World.
one
And Sam
time.
Goody. I know Sam Goody though.
Yeah, Musically.
Tape World.
Yes, Tape
When
World.
we
that,
had
that was the best.
Really?
like when malls were awesome.
Right.
We had like Tape World, Musicland, and one other.
Yeah, we
I
had
don't remember what the
3.
other one was.
You could get your shit.
And we had a Suncoast.
Yeah,
Sun goes in
we
it,
got
too.
our NSYNC imports. Don't you worry about
No,
it.
we did. We had our hookup at
Got
Sam
the
Goody, and he
German,
would get us-
the German copies,
Yeah.
He'd get us the imports.
Japanese ones.
Yeah, I was like, oh, which ones can you get us this week? I'm ready.
What do
Like
you got? Can I
drugs.
see the catalog?
Yes.
I need to get it for me. I need it right now.
But no, but we would go and she would buy like all the stuff.
Yep.
I would buy like I had like dolls and like I still have my slap bracelet.
Nice.
My daughter wears it, and I had posters and all that.
Right.
But she had like if it had NSYNC on it, she bought it. It didn't matter what
Didn't
it.
matter what it was.
It
I'm
didn't
like that with
matter.
Superman stuff, so
You
I
know what
feel
I
your
mean?
pain. Yeah.
I was just like
Like, it
and I
didn't
still
matter.
am. That's the thing.
I love
it's
it.
like
It's like, ooh.
you guys put stuff out, and I'm like, I need it. I need
Like
it.
the
I need it.
bears, like
Oh,
the
yes.
teddy bears.
I
I
had
had
the
the
big
boxes.
ones.
Yeah.
But they kept coming out
Still
with
has
new
them in
ones. I'm like,
boxes.
stop.
Oh, I didn't
can't
know.
have this many.
See, so you don't have the original though marionettes, do you?
I do.
Like
I
the
have
big
the
tall
big
ones?
ones and the small ones.
No. The bigger ones.
Wait.
Oh.
Wait, how big?
What?
No, a little bigger than that.
Are you kidding me?
They're the original actual marionettes were these actual wooden marionettes. No
Stop
joke.
it.
They're about this tall. They literally
I've
are
never
full on
seen
full-
them.
Yeah. They only made I think about I want to say 1,000 of them. I could be wrong. I know
Where
I have
was
two
I?
I have 2 sets of them. They are it was actually I don't know if Chris ever videotaped his house or anything. He had them on a stand up kind of thing and a little curtain thing and so did I actually in my office. It is the craziest thing because people are like, no one's gonna buy those because they were like $1,000.
I would have
They
seen
were, it was,
You
yeah,
would've seen
it was
money.
ridiculous. That was the original idea, and they're like, well, nobody's gonna buy those. We need cheaper ones.
Yeah.
So they went to the smaller ones, which are those, and then the little ones in the little box. They
Right.
made even smaller ones just because it was affordable for kids. But yes, we had original, real, no joke marionettes.
Do you know who's
That
going to
is
be
crazy.
scouring the internet for these?
Those are them.
Oh my gosh.
Look at the top.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I need them.
Those are
I'll have an
Wow.
eBay alert.
Those
So
are
obviously
awesome.
those are, you can see the ones. Those are the ones that you
Yeah,
normally
yeah.
people have. But yeah, yeah,
Those are
Yeah,
cool.
those are awesome.
They'd get all tangled up.
probably, and they don't even look like us. They look really freaking scary.
They do look a little scary.
I mean, look at Justin. He looks. I don't know what the hell he's smoking.
Oh. Yeah.
Look at that hair.
JC looks like Howdy Doody.
JC looks like he has a problem.
Wait, did he ever have
Lance
a shirt?
looks like Ellen DeGeneres.
He does.
Aw,
Oh, Lance.
Lance.
Oh, Lance.
Nikki's screen name was Lance Bassass.
Aww. And what happened when you found out?
Proud.
I was
Were you?
I was,
I was proud of him.
I had so many people call me that day when
Mhm.
the People magazine
I've
came
had
out.
so many people that always like, oh, I was going to try to, and then no, it wasn't going to happen. I was going to marry Lance, and no, not anymore.
No.
Oh, I was really excited for him, and people called me and they're like, "Nikki, are you sitting down? Because I have some news." I'm like, "I already know.
all
It's
good.
okay. I'm fine."
I was at his house when he came out, when the People magazine came out, and he was
Wow.
like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to
Ugh,
stay in the house. I'm like, all right.
makes me
He was, I was,
sad.
no, in a way, in a good and bad way. He just didn't want to, deal
Yeah.
with the flack or even good,
Right.
whatever. And it was so funny because all of a sudden at his house, he was getting so many flowers and so many messages. The best ever was that I was staying, like literally, I was staying at his house that week, and all of a sudden this box come out. I was like, Lance, you got something here? And I was like, and I don't know how it was worded. I wish I had the card. Obviously, Lance has it, but it was a package from Elton John.
Oh,
Saying, hey,
gosh.
very brave of you to come out kind of thing. And I was like,
Wow.
dude, you got a package from Elton John. Weird saying that. Like,
That's
really
crazy.
think about that.
That is
It was just like, that's
Insane.
weird. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, you got there's a fruit basket. Fruit basket saying, welcome to the club. Yeah.
Oh my
Welcome
God.
to the club. Oh, I
Oh,
love
yeah.
that though.
yeah.
Yeah. How great is that?
He messaged me back though, and he confirmed it on Twitter that was his.
That I am Poofa.
He didn't confirm that he messaged me
Oh,
back,
Buffalo,
but
yeah.
Yeah.
so I would message him and I'd be like, "Hey, I'm Lance Bassass. Hey." I actually had the website, lancefassass.com.
That's hilarious.
And then it became a porn site after I deregistered
Wait,
it.
Lance Bass Ass
It was
became
a porn site. It was a porn site.
Was it a straight or gay one, though?
It was probably
It was
gay.
before.
I would
No,
assume.
it was before.
But if it says Lance Bass Ass.
Right, even if it was before.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, I would think that it would
but
be
I
like.
felt bad after I
That's
didn't
messed
register.
up.
I mean,
I didn't renew it, and then I felt bad that
Well,
I went
right,
to
'cause
a
what are you
porn
gonna
site.
do?
I was like,
what were you ever going to do with that domain?
it was like a GeoCities.
I don't want to
I love
know.
it.
I
I don't want to
yeah.
know.
It was a I just had it because I was like,
Why not?
Why not?
It's like $5. GoDaddy.
Hey.
Or whatever.
I'll
hey,
take that.
thank you, Lance Bass, for encouraging me to build websites because
Right.
I wouldn't be where I am today.
Building
right.
building new asses. New
Oh my
Lance's
God.
asses.
Oh my word.
Lance Bass Ass.
Oh crap. Oh
Allen's. Jesus.
yes. So we have 5 questions that we always ask our guests,
Oh my God, sorry, what? Okay.
and we would like to ask you those.
Go for it.
Well, first, actually,
Oh,
what are
shit,
your
we're
favorite? What are your favorite podcasts? Do you have favorite podcasts?
I don't. Honestly, I'm not kidding you. I don't listen to a whole lot of podcasts. I really
That's
don't.
okay.
I'll be honest.
It's hard because it's hard to have the time.
But well, not only that, there honestly, no kidding. For all of us, there's a lot of them out there.
There's so many.
And it all depends on what your flavor is in that sense.
Exactly.
You know, I obviously I've listened to What Say You podcast, which was with Sal and Murr
Okay.
from Practical Jokers. Q and Murr, sorry.
Mhm.
They used to have one. And then Brian Johnson Q, it's TDSD, I believe it's called. And it's a podcast that it's all comic book kind of things. It's
Oh.
geeky stuff.
Okay.
Little geeky stuff.
Cool.
But I haven't listened to much. I really haven't. I think that's why it's kind of interesting. I'm sure. Do you listen to a lot of podcasts? I know it sounds
I do
funny.
now. I didn't before though.
But here's the other thing I think about that. Not to say that it's good or bad, but I think it's interesting not to listen to too many. Don't go upon that path. Do
Mhm.
your own.
right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Because people will tell you, oh, well, follow this because people did this, and that's why people like it.
Mhm.
It's like, great, that's fine when people like it, but maybe people like what I do differently.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And that's the same thing. And I know you guys, and it's cool because you guys have the same vibe that we do in the sense of, let's just shoot the shit, see what happens, see what comes out. Let's
Yeah.
not have an agenda. We're not trying to,
No.
we're talking about our topic of what we like or what it is, and that's it.
Exactly. The only questions I have are people were like, "You make sure you ask Joey Fatone these questions,"
Oh,
and that's
really?
what I have right here.
Well, I'm ready to answer whatever question you have.
Well, yeah. But then we have our 5 questions.
Yeah, these are our 5. Well, these are. I asked we've covered because shooting the shit. We covered all the
We
questions.
cover a lot of the
Well,
questions.
all right. Well,
that way.
let's go through them anyway, and we'll just say yeah, we covered or not.
Okay,
I
so
like this.
what made you
Yeah.
decide to start a podcast?
Shit happens. No, honestly, it was because of after Mass Singer. Believe it or
Really?
not, we've
Oh,
always
wow.
we did actually. Me and Joe, my manager, we did a radio show on XL 106.7 in Orlando. We had a thing called JoJo and Kid Show. It was me, my manager Joe, and this guy Kid Cruz that used to have a radio show in Orlando on XL. And we did it for quite some time. We had some interviews and stuff with celebrities and stuff. And literally what we would do, we'd literally go through my phone and kind of scan through and then call the person up. So we
that's
literally had
fun.
but what the funny part was we had like Anna Nicole, Cameron Diaz, we had all these people that we knew.
Oh, that's
And we
fun.
did just these kind of odd, random kind of calls.
That sounds fun.
So after that kind of died away, and we didn't do it for years. We always kept talking about doing something, but we didn't know what. And for Mass Singer, you know, when you do a show or you do something, you know, after the fact, when you get kicked off, whatever it may be, everybody always wants to know how was it, what was
Mhm.
behind the scenes, what was
Right.
this, what was that, and you only have about a good 5 or 10 or 15 minute interview with Access Hollywood or
Mhm.
you know Ellen when you're on the show. Yeah, it's fine. Yes, you get the numbers. That's great, but it's like, well, let me tell you the story that I know, or let me get more into detail. Let me talk about another 30, 45 minutes, maybe to an hour to let you know what went on in that costume, and let's talk to other people that were involved in it.
yeah.
So we literally started our podcast, and the first podcast right after I got kicked off on Wednesday, Thursday came out, where it was me talking about, you know, how I got picked, what were the things. We also interviewed Donnie Wahlberg,
Yes.
which he was, you know, everybody said that he was the rabbit, but also married to Jenny, which Jenny was one of the hosts, the judges. Robin Thicke we got on there as well, and it gave our own kind of throwdown, and that's kind of what happened. And then after that, we started interviewing other people and friends of ours that we know, like Johnny Damon, Ken Griffey Jr. We did another kid named Steele, who is a wakeboarder. Then we started doing Dave Brown, who was our tour manager. We just started
that was
interviewing.
amazing.
We started interviewing
That was
random
awesome.
people because of people that we know. You know, people always try to get random people that are not in their genre and not in their wheelhouse, which is nothing wrong with that. But when you start to have something or a common ground of a story, it starts to roll and you start talking. And that's where it happened with a lot of the people that we were with. And that's kind of honestly how it really happened with the whole thing about the podcast was like, let's talk about The Masked Singer and then let's evolve and just start talking about other things.
That's great. And
that's literally how it came. And one of the ones that I thought was great was one of the interviews that we did on our podcast with Wayne Brady. And with Wayne, I happened to be in LA. My daughter was out there with me. Joe was in Orlando. So we were doing a podcast literally remotely where I was in LA, Joe was there. I said, Wayne, come on, we'd love to interview you. He's like, yeah, no problem. Wayne brings his daughter. And his daughter has known my daughter many years earlier at a very young age.
Cool. Oh, wow.
And they have not talked in a very long time. Now they're older. One's 17, I think now. Miley is now, I think, about a year or two younger than her. And Wayne brought his daughter, and I brought my daughter to the show. And I just literally, they were going to sit there. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, this is hilarious that we're both here. Like, bring them in the room. Let's talk. Then we started talking about how you reprimand your kids. And then it went completely in left field, like I said, how it goes into a different thing. And that was one of the more of the fun interviews that I've ever had because it was more so relatable to each other and how different styles and ethnicities change for reprimanding or how they're similar all in the same way. It was fun. It was really cool.
It was really cool.
So it was
That's
interesting to really get into that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I like that you do different things. I'd like to hear your mom. I'd love for you to have your mom on the podcast.
Oh, my mom. Oh, God.
Yeah. That would
my
be great.
mom, it would be funny. We might do that one day because my mom's a whole nother level. In a good way. My dad is the showman, so he'll talk and stuff like that. My mom is actually probably different. Just be like, I don't want to deal with this shit. You know, she'll literally be like, she'll curse left and right. Or she might be like, oh, you know, I think it'd be fun to, yeah, it's a good idea. Now you got me thinking.
I seriously could, but the one cool thing, well, not one cool, but the cool thing about your podcast is like you could go anywhere.
Anywhere with it.
You can do
in a sense,
anything.
yeah, but so can you guys. What are you talking about? Seriously.
It's good.
I know you're 90s and the 80s, but, you know, that still branches out to so many people. And the people that have never heard it before, younger generations are learning about it. You know, even my daughter loves listening to vinyl records on a record player. And you go,
that blows my mind.
Really? Yeah, she loves it. So I gave her all, we have all vinyls now. They're all on vinyl. NSYNC, I'm like, here's NSYNC vinyls. Yeah. And then I'm like, well, here's Star Wars. Then I'm like, here's Bruno Mars. And then I start going back even earlier. I start throwing her other stuff. So it was really cool. Yeah.
That is
weird,
neat.
But
it is. It is. But it's just it's fun. Like I'm sure you can relate to. Like it's fun to have many topics to pick from.
Of course,
you don't get like in a corner and we have nothing else to talk about.
Right.
That's why we were my so-called whatever because it's really whatever. It's really whatever comes.
Exactly.
Love it.
So that's what we do.
Whatever.
That was full circle.
Hey,
good job.
Hey, because we talked about that in the beginning.
Yeah, we did.
Good job.
Or like somewhere in there.
You took a picture.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, I took a picture. Yeah, that's how we do this.
That's awesome.
What is the favorite city you visited on tour, or cities?
That's tough. Chicago is always a good city. I like Chicago. Yeah.
Wow.
Not that I'm like, oh my God, it's amazing, but I like it. Just stuck out of my head the minute you said it. I was like, oh, Chicago. It's fun. Good city.
I've never been to Chicago.
I haven't either.
Because I'm obviously I was raised in New York in a sense. So
yeah.
What do you think of the pizza there?
In Chicago or New York?
In Chicago.
Chicago's different. I like the pizza there, but it's a different pizza.
It's
more of a pie.
Yes.
It's more of a pie than a slice.
Pie.
Do you like pie?
What kind of pie?
All pie, any pie.
An apple. I'm not so much of a boysenberry.
Told you.
Okay.
I'm more of
Give
an
me
apple,
$20.
possibly. What pie were you talking about?
I said you liked an apple pie.
I think he likes
Joey
any
likes a
pie
good apple
except for
pie.
maybe mincemeat.
No, I wouldn't mind that. I would try it. Fuck yeah.
Oh, no, it's not.
So
very
he
good.
pretty much likes all the pie.
Okay.
But if I have a sweet though, yeah. But yeah,
not
cherry.
really.
No, well,
Not cherry.
not pumpkin.
He likes apple.
You don't like pumpkin pie?
No,
I don't like pumpkin either.
I'm not a huge texture. It's not even the flavor. It's texture.
Oh, it's the texture?
Ugh.
Oh, pumpkin pie is like...
No. It like goes through your mouth like baby food.
I like baby food.
Well, if that's what you like.
Well, there you go.
To each his own. I think I licked them.
There you go. Hey, that's okay. You're the first person to use that mic.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. And I licked it. So congratulations.
So, next person, you're welcome.
You're welcome.
Exactly.
You just made out with me.
No, we've been talking about that.
Because our whole video was when we tried to get your attention was we wanted to take you out for pie.
Or
It
like
was
a
like-
meal.
It just
or
sounds
coffee,
weird,
or
though. Have you
how
ever?
about
Is
pie?
that a normal staple here?
Well, there's a
Let me
place.
take you out for pie.
There's a place, and when I
'Cause
say
it
it,
just
you'll know
sounds
what
really
I'm talking.
dirty.
We
I'm
were
just
gonna
gonna be honest with you. Take you out for pie
Well, because we knew you'd probably
or
eat.
3 fun 1 4 apple pie. Like what? I'm confused.
You go to dessert, and Dice Arts has great pie.
Yes.
Like Dice Arts is a
great
truck
pie.
stop,
Gotcha.
but it's not.
But I don't normally like my. I don't know. Being raised in New York, I would never say, "Hey, you want to go out for pie?"
No, we don't normally say that
Okay,
either.
so I
Right.
thought it was
That's
a
not
normal
like
thing.
a
we
thing.
did-
All right, so don't fuck with me. Just tell me
No.
what you say.
Yeah.
You say,
That's
you
not
want to
a
get
normal
dessert? Is that what you say?
Well,
then?
yeah. Well, we were gonna say we can't say you want to go to a truck stop because that would be weird,
Okay.
and you'd be like, okay,
Do
interview
I want a
over.
hand job? I don't know. I'm confused. When truck stop, I'm so confused. But you know what? But if you said, "Hey, we got great desserts at the truck stop," I go, "Really?" And I'd be
Yeah.
inquisitive though. I'd
Yes.
I'd
Okay.
go.
Okay.
go. So
So
Well,
that
next
was- yeah,
time.
that was
next time.
So you want to
Yeah.
get dessert at a truck stop?
Yes.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah. It's they're very good.
They are.
They're very good. I think it's if that
What
was
makes
the
them
place.
good?
They're homemade. They're
From whose home?
Well, they're homemade at Dice Arts.
They're homemade at Dice Arts.
But like,
So
they're
it's a
not
store.
like
So it's not really home. Define
It's an
homemade.
experience.
Isn't that funny though when people say
Like,
homemade?
Yeah.
like
What do you think
one
about
like
that?
one person makes it.
But does that make it necessarily homemade? Store made.
Handmade.
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 It's handmade.
Handmade.
Yes.
It's a handmade
That is a
from a store
handmade
made.
pie.
Gotcha.
Yes.
See?
It's not
Like
like
they're good.
purchased at the grocery store and then
Gotcha.
served.
Right.
Understood.
It's like
It's not preserved. It's fresh.
Right.
It's not like Sara Lee.
no.
Nobody does like it?
No.
Nobody
No.
does it like
Sara Lee?
Never. No.
Except for
Okay.
Dice Arts.
Yeah, except for
Dice Arts.
Dice Arts.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, next time,
And there's
please.
Is
other
it-
places in
quick
Bangor.
question.
What?
Quick answer.
Is it nobody does it like Sara Lee or nobody doesn't like Sara Lee?
Nobody does it.
I always
Does
thought
it,
it was
not
doesn't.
I've
Like
always
Well, why
wondered.
would you say doesn't? They would never do that.
Nobody doesn't like
Yeah,
Sara
but for
Lee?
their commercial that's promoting it, they would never say
So-
that.
So
Remove
it's
your
not like
phone.
a double negative.
No.
Okay, so that's where I
Mind
was.
Keep drinking.
blown.
It's going to be
Here
another
we
double
go.
negative.
Will do.
okay, you can ask one of the 5 questions.
Yeah, go for it.
First question: what 80s or 90s movie or movies have you seen at least a dozen times, and would still watch again?
Goonies.
Yeah.
Labyrinth.
Hey.
Oh my gosh!
Dark Crystal.
Oh, Dark Crystal. I had that
Scary.
on audiobook tape.
Really?
Yes, I
like
did.
turn
And
the
it
page
was-
kind of shit?
It was
Ding-a-ding
creepy.
when they turn
Yes.
the page?
Yes.
What I've been watching, I'm not kidding you, every day I get on Delta. There's a flight I always get on Delta. Every flight now is Delta. But they have Ready Player One. Have you watched that
I
movie
haven't
yet?
seen it, no.
Okay, if you love 80s movies and all
Okay.
that shit, it's a new movie that Steven Spielberg directed.
Yeah.
It is, for me, I fucking love this movie.
Really?
I watch it every time I'm on the flight.
It's good?
Doesn't matter.
Really?
Every time I've watched it, probably, I'm not kidding you, probably about 12 or 13
My
times
husband
now,
watched
maybe
it,
more.
and he liked it.
All right.
And I was
You've-
mad
Every time you
because I
watch
wanted
it,
to
but
see
every
it.
time you watch it, you see more and more. It has a piece of The Shining in it, actually.
Does it really?
Speaking of Stephen King, yes.
Hey.
Like legit, you have to see it.
Okay.
I don't want to get too much into it.
You've
We can
sold
talk
me.
about it.
I will be watching it. I will let you guys know.
Every time you'll see it has a reference of any 80s movie, 90s thing as well. There are Hello Kitty is in it. Halo, the video game.
Oh my gosh.
That's
There is a DeLorean that looks like the DeLorean, but in the front of it has the wave like a kit car, Knight Rider, which is Parzival's car. Sorry, I'll shut up about this now.
No, that's cool.
Yeah, next
No,
question.
it's okay,
Go for
but
it.
that's awesome.
I'll talk all day about
Because
it.
I thought it was like a futuristic type of.
Nope. The futuristic is say for instance, like the VR
Yeah.
glasses. That's what the story's about, basically. This guy
Huh.
invented a whole thing of VR, and it's a whole nother world, which is legitimately happening. It literally is the same as what it is, but it was ahead of its time. The story, and it's
Oh.
almost like it's a combination of virtual reality in a sense, but it's Willy Wonka as well. Because what happened is the creator. I'll tell you this real quick. The creator had hid Easter eggs. They're called. Which are in video games, like the
Yeah.
little codes that you break and stuff.
Yeah.
He's hidden 3 Easter eggs, which have 3 keys. That if you get the 3 keys, you win the Oasis, and the Oasis is the whole realm of the VR world. Which the guy died, and he has billions and billions of dollars that he owns, and he's basically given the company. So it's almost like Willy Wonka, where he gives the chocolate
Yeah.
factory.
Oh my gosh.
Same thing for the lucky person that breaks the code. And for years, the code has never been broken. And then there's a race that happens where this portal opens up where it's the first key to get to it. So you have to beat the race to get to the first key. One kid finally figures it out, and then it unlocks all the other keys in a sense. And it's that race of finding it. And there's this whole bad people called the, what is it? IOI. IOI that are
wow.
trying to stop that. Dorky as hell.
So no, but it's
No, but
kind of like
I
unbelievable.
wanted to
understand
see
with
it.
the Wizard. It's kind of like the Wizard.
Yes.
I love the Wizard. Fred
Video game
Savage.
Fred
That
Savage.
movie.
Super Mario Brothers.
Not many
3, I was
people
like,
know
whoa,
probably
that's...
what you just said when you said
Yeah.
the Wizard. Probably. Do you know what the
I
Wizard
think
is?
our listeners do.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
I think
Then
so.
I love you all.
They're like the
All right,
Wizard.
what's the other question? Sorry, I didn't want to get off
Okay.
track.
The next question is: did you ask that one?
I
I'll
asked
this
an
one.
8. Yeah.
If you could live in any TV show home, which one would it be?
Any TV show home?
Yeah.
Silver Spoons.
Really? Okay.
Hell yeah, that dude had the train that goes
Yeah, I was
around
just
the
gonna
freaking
say.
freaking Are you shitting me? Hell yeah. Rick Schroeder? Hell
Yeah. Hey.
And I know Alfonso, so I would hang out with him.
Hey. There we go. You're the next question.
Answer.
You're welcome.
Okay. What is one thing you should know how to do by now, but don't?
I think I know
don't
the
know
answer.
because I don't know. What is it?
I think I know the answer
Okay,
to
go
this
for
question.
it. Say it.
You can't drive a stick.
I can.
Oh, you can?
No, I can.
Okay, I'm embarrassed
not
now.
great, not amazingly, but I can.
I didn't know that because you said it in the
Like, in an
podcast.
emergency-
The Viper, yeah. Viper when I first got
Yes.
it. But after the fact, I finally learned.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I learned eventually.
Okay, my bad.
Geared the shit out. Yeah, grind the gears as hell.
Me
What's
pretending
one
to know
thing-
more than Joey knows about the
Like, you
question.
don't know how to do it, but you should.
Play piano.
Really?
Oh.
I know how to read play a little bit, but I love to read and then play. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Like,
right,
actually
right.
Put sheet music and let's rip.
Yeah.
I can't do that. I'd be like, what key is that? Bling. Yeah, I wouldn't fucking know.
Can you play any instruments?
Drums a little bit, yeah.
Oh,
I can.
look at that.
I always wanted to play the drums.
Yeah, your mom wouldn't let you have that drum
No.
set.
No,
Nope.
that's why you get V drums. They're headphones and they're quiet. You
Yeah.
bang the shit out of them.
I should
Hey.
do that now.
You should do it now.
My
Here
mom
we
bought
go.
Sadie drums. She wouldn't buy them for me, but she'll buy them for the 6-year-old.
What songs
Right.
from the 80s or 90s bring back the most memories for you? And if you have a memory that a certain song correlates to, share it.
Hilarious that you're saying this. I can't believe I'm going to fucking say this, okay?
I can't wait.
I'm excited.
I have
Edge
to
of my
think
seat.
about the. Hey, this is one that I don't think I've ever said before. This is years ago when I lived in New York, and my cousins lived in Staten Island. I met Scott Baio's cousin, this young girl, we the same age, and I had a crush on her. I think she was adorable as hell, and I kissed her, and I heard the song. Oh gosh, let me do the song now. Turn the radio up for that sweet sound. Hold me close, never let me go. That song, right? So anytime I hear
love
that
it.
damn stupid song, I think of making out with Scott Baio's freaking cousin.
That is amazing. I love it.
Baby.
Yep, that is.
That's
yeah,
a great song.
That's a
that's
great song.
Odd, you said that.
That's a great story. I think that's the best
That's
answer
like,
we've
that's
gotten.
like
I think
smacking
so,
me
too.
back in my youth.
Hey, that's what music does to you. It brings you
It
right
does.
It
back.
absolutely does.
Right? It does.
You're
Okay.
next. And this is the
Alright,
last
go
one.
No worries.
What motto or quote do you tend to live by?
Dreams don't work unless you do.
Hey,
That's a good one. That's good.
that's really good.
Wrote a song about it. Like to hear it. Here it go. No, yeah, I did. I did. I heard that quote somewhere, and me and this guy Frankie Moreno that lives out in Vegas, we wrote a song together, and it's called "Dreams Don't Work Unless You Do." It's actually just called "Dreams," but that's the quote.
Wow.
Dreams don't work unless you do. So, yeah, you can dream it all you do, but you have to work at it
That's true.
to get it there. So, yeah,
That's amazing because it's true.
that was
And
like
dreams
Tourette's. It
do-
just came
and-
out really quick, didn't it? It was like, blah, 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 blah.
But dreams do come true because we're here interviewing,
There you go.
talking to Joey Fatone.
See?
Not an interview.
Not an
called
interview.
We're
persistence.
hanging out.
It's a
We're hanging
conversation.
out. It's
We're
called
hanging out.
persistence.
Yes.
We're hanging out.
We have like about 18 drinks on the table. If you don't see this right now, there's
Mine
beers.
was really good.
There's you're sucking them down.
Yeah.
For me, I mean,
All right,
honestly,
let me
for
see
telling the checkout girl, I don't really like this stuff that much.
I
But
know,
I'll
I
choke
didn't-
it down.
I didn't even drink my Fireball
I'm
cider.
gonna read this.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You're gonna
and-
try to read it. So what is this story about now? Who is this now?
It's
well,
about
you
you.
gotta read it. It's about you.
Just want to start off by saying that I love what you girls do
Oh,
by
you
sharing
don't have to read
stories.
that.
So, okay, I'll fucking skip.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we
It all-
go.
One more
Whoa.
time.
Yeah, you got to say it.
That's what we said.
Do it.
Oh
do
my
it.
god,
Do
I slipped
it.
my wrist to sing that right now. It all started back in '98 when my friends and I decided to take the train from Connecticut to New York City to see NSYNC for their TRL performance. We stayed up painting NSYNC signs of my cousin. Signs, of course. My sign was the Y because Joey was my favorite. You can see our signs if you search the Tearing Up My Heart TRL performance. On our way walking from the train station to Times Square, we walked by the Warner Brothers store. We looked around, and there it was, a Superman costume. I had to buy it. Maybe I could get Joey's attention. I think I remember exactly what she's about to talk about right now.
Are you serious?
She was downstairs in TRL. She was in a Superman costume. I made the purchase. I've already just said it.
She's going to freak the hell out.
I made the purchase because was she blonde? Am I wrong?
I don't
know. I could be dead wrong. I don't know either. But I remember she was holding a sign and she had a Superman costume on. Hang on. Let's go. Keep walking. On our walkway from the train station to Times Square, we walked to the Warner Brothers store. Keep going. Sorry. And we looked around and it was a Superman costume. I had to buy it. Ring the bell. Maybe I can get Joey's attention. I made the purchase, put the costume with built-in abs, attached a cape, and we continued to walk side under the TRL window. I don't remember how long we stood there, but when you're having fun with your friends, singing NSYNC songs, meeting other fans, and laughing, time definitely does not drag. The show started, and I was ready to see the guys. We saw Carson, and then those 5 that stole our hearts came on. We'd held up our signs and smiled. During that, we might have a commercial break, or while they were showing music videos, the guys came to the window to say hi. I like to think that Joey noticed me and was waving at me, and I could have been happier, or could I? After the show, we hung out around and got to meet some girls that were inside during the show. They told me that Joey did notice me, and he said he wanted to meet me and to come up. Obviously, no one from the show brought me up, but just to hear him mention me made me so giddy. I just knew this costume may have came in handy. During this time, I also a fan of the Rosie O'Donnell show, what we watched every day after school. During one of the episodes, there was a young kid named Colin who loved to sing. I just thought he was so adorable and talented that I recorded it to my friends. Normally, my VHS tapes were only used to record NSYNC, BSB, or No Authority, but I couldn't just handle the cuteness. Don't worry, this is an important detail. Let's now fast forward to a little ahead of July 1999. My friends and I have tickets to NSYNC concert in Connecticut at the Meadows Theater. I think I had 4th row aisle seat during the concert, and I'm sure we slept outside in line to score these tickets. When I got ready for the concert, I definitely didn't have to worry about what I was wearing. I had already picked it out. I was going to wear my Superman costume. We arrived to the theater, which holds about 30,000 people. We got there as early as we could, and I got our seats. I remember looking around to see if I knew anybody and who I would see, but that boy Colin from the Rosie O'Donnell show. I screamed to my friends, "Hey guys, I know that kid from TV." I recorded him. I needed to say hi. I walked up to him and introduced myself and told him that I was a fan. After a small chat, guess what proceeded to tell me? He was turning the page.
Paper shuffling.
Paper shuffling.
Take 2. He was going to be on stage introducing NSYNC. The first thing out of my mouth was, are you going to see them? He said yes. I told him I needed to give him a note to give to Joey. I can't tell you where I got the paper or the pen, but somehow I managed to write something down along the lines of, Joey, please look for me. I'll be the one in the Superman costume in the 4th row. I'm sure I probably wrote down my number, phone number, or address too. So the concert started. I think I was so into the show that I forgot the note. I continued to dance, to sing along, to take pictures. Was I allowed to take pictures though? I remember our tickets say no cameras. This is exactly what went through my head when a security guard came to me and asked me to come with me. Yikes! I hope I was going to get kicked out. Next thing I know, I was being escorted through the door next to the stage and greeted by the few other girls. These girls told me we were going to be brought on stage. Seriously, you heard that, right? Brought on stage. Someone was with a lanyard brought me to another girl all the way to the opposite side of the stage, and from there I could see the guys performing. Oh, and by the way, my friends are wondering where I am and hoping I'm coming back. Meanwhile, there's probably no cell phones by that time.
Yeah, exactly.
They had no idea that they were going to see me on stage in my Superman costume. All of a sudden, I see someone walk by me and put their hand on my back, and it was Lance. Oh, my God. Then there he was, Joey Fatone, right in front of me. It's just so weird reading this stuff.
I love it.
Joey Fatone, right there in front of me. He told me he was going to sing to me. Yes. I gave him a big hug and a kiss on the cheek. He smiled really good. He asked me if I was hot in that costume. I said, yes, I was, Joey. She said, yes, I was, Joey. He took me by the hand and sat me on the stage. I could see my friends going bonkers for their seats. I was on stage being serenaded by the Joey Fatone. I was mesmerized. It was, oh, jeez. There was a bright light in my face right now. It was a little blurry. Yeah, exactly. It was a little blurry after that. I definitely don't remember every moment or word that night, but I know For the Girl Who Has Everything will always be a song that gives me butterflies. Also, I'm not really sure if Joey got my note, but I would definitely like to think that that's why I got to go on stage, or maybe thanks to my costume. I wonder if he remembers that. I also got to meet my dad, his dad, and Steve at the concert, which is my brother. That night just came to be so perfect.
To meet Steve.
I don't have pictures from that night. So if anyone has some, please share. Thank you for my story. Love, Jessica.
Thank
Interesting.
you for reading that.
You're welcome. That's crazy.
She's gonna be pumped.
I think I do kind of vaguely remember someone with a Superman outfit, though.
That's crazy.
It's like a onesie, I think it was, or some like a costume with the abs and everything. It's funny.
But could you imagine going back? Because it must have been like $200 if you're in
crazy.
New York
I
City.
mean, if it's like yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, but thank you. That's crazy.
Hey, you know what? And Jessica, there you go.
There
Joey
you go,
Fatone.
Jessica.
There you have it.
Read
Thank
your
you,
story.
Jessica. Appreciate it. I wish I can find pictures, but I don't know.
This is like the premise of the podcast, pretty much. We get these stories.
Yeah,
from
that's
people,
awesome. No,
and
it's crazy.
You like have this effect on her for all these
I'm
years.
so sorry, but thank
How
you
crazy
as well.
is that?
It's very crazy. But it's amazing how you do it. And it really is true how certain songs or certain things bring you back to certain memories.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the fond memories that people enjoy, embrace, and love. And it's weird when you think about it, how an impact in your life that someone has made like that.
Yeah.
Even for me, meeting Christopher Reeves for the first time, huge impact in my life. And that was during NSYNC.
That's
Him and his
crazy.
wife came out with his son after his accident too.
Wow.
This is after all that stuff. Came out, he was in the wheelchair, and he was like, "Hey, my kid's a huge fan, blah, blah, blah." And everybody just looked at me because I'm a huge Superman fan. And I was like, what? Because I had nothing to say. I was just like, this is awesome. I'm enjoying the moment. Leave me the fuck alone.
Right.
Yes. Right.
So it was funny.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Superman.
I'm a dork.
Hey, no. You know what you like. And
Yeah,
that's
exact-
good.
That's
exactly.
right.
You know what
Exactly.
I mean? Same with us. I had no shame. I was like,
I
NSYNC. I love
mean,
You
NSYNC.
we
mean-
were adult women,
Yeah.
and we were like,
We were at
we
the beer
love
tent.
NSYNC.
And I was like, no
Yes,
line.
No line.
Nothing is right. It's the
No
best.
lines.
It was
That's
so
the
great. There's a
best.
picture that we put in that little video, and it's Brooke and I at the beer tent. We're the only ones
That's
there.
awesome.
And we're toasting. Was that
There is
Foxborough?
nothing wrong with that.
Foxborough,
Foxborough.
yes.
Oh my god. That's
And
awesome.
we had awesome seats for that.
We
oh
did.
my gosh.
We had some good seats.
Yes, we did. Yes, we
Well,
did.
I
We were
appreciate
very
it. My
lucky.
kids, thank you. They're going to college, so thank you.
Hey, you know what?
You are welcome.
It's great. Well, thank you so much
Thank
for doing
you.
this.
No,
We
thank you for
really
the gifts. Thank you
appreciate
for
it.
everything. It's amazing that you have great fans that listen to your guys' podcast, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have done this shit. Let's
No,
be
we
real.
wouldn't
so
be right
much,
here
guys.
So that's so
right now.
awesome.
So
No.
thank you guys.
Yes.
Thank you guys for listening.
They are
yes.
the real MVPs.
Yes.
Yes, they are.
So
Yes.
you made this happen. So keep listening.
Yes.
Please.
Thank you so
My
much.
pleasure. No problem.
And and the reason why I didn't ask what Joey's favorite NSYNC song was because he already answered it
I
in the
thought you
Q&A.
knew.
At the Q&A.
I thought you knew.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you know what he didn't find out about at the Q&A?
What our favorite song is?
What is?
If I'm Not the One is my favorite NSYNC
Really?
song.
Favorite.
Really?
I love
Favorite.
that song so much.
It's a good song, though.
I mean, I keep writing letters to my garbage can.
Who the hell writes that shit?
I don't know.
I don't know, but it's amazing.
I think that was Christian London.
Oh,
Back
so
in
It
the
was
good.
day.
so
Them-
good.
them guys.
So
So
good.
good.
And like the power, like when they're singing.
Baby.
Yeah.
Oh, don't.
You
I'm
just
going to get
got
chills.
It's a good
Chills.
song. It's a good
Goosebumps.
song. It is a good song.
Oh gosh. All right.
No, but you didn't find out that she invited NSYNC to her wedding. Just going to put that out there.
I did. I
Really?
invited not only just NSYNC, I sent you
I'm
all personal
sorry.
invitations.
I'm sorry that I wasn't there. I
Hey,
apologize.
No, you were.
She also invited the
Because-
In
president.
spirit?
Oh, we played NSYNC
Okay,
the
good.
entire
Okay,
wedding.
good,
So
good, good.
Yeah, it was
Nothing wrong with
great.
that. Good.
It was
Nothing wrong
awesome.
with
and
that.
it wasn't just This I Promise You.
I love it.
It was all the ballads.
I love it.
They
I
all
love
they
it.
all had their
They
moment.
all had their place.
They did. Yes, they did.
Awesome.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
You
you.
kidding me? You guys are awesome.
You are awesome. Thank you
Keep
so
going.
much.
Keep following, people. Listen. Seriously.
Yeah.
My so-called.
And you can see Joey on his show.
Yeah, Game Show Network.
Yes.
Common Knowledge. Yeah, good. Thank you for the shameless plug.
Hey, no, it's great.
Common Knowledge, weekdays at 5:30 right now. We're actually doing season 2. Thank you very much. Going to be shooting very soon. We're shooting
Cool.
130 episodes in
That's
like
oh my
a month and a half.
gosh.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Wait, in a month and a
100
half?
Yeah. We do 5 to 6 episodes a day.
That's
Yeah,
insane.
It's ridiculous. It's insane. And then we're also doing Impractical Jokers. I'm still shooting episodes with them, doing the Impractical Jokers after party. And then if anybody wants to tune in, check out 2 Cups of Joe.
You better.
Podcast 1.
Yes. Well, thank you again.
Thank you.
We love
No,
it.
thank you guys.
All right.
Thanks.
Sweet.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.